Let's say there was 100 fish in a pond, and 13 of those fish were causing half of the issues in the pond. What should we do with those 13 fish?
Kill them and eat them. Kill them and eat them. Kill them and eat them.
We should kill the 13 fish?
Kill them and eat them. Kill them. Kill them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at a new development in what one could call a proxy war of crowdfunding campaigns that lays bare the re-emerging fault lines that have laid at the very fabric of American society since even before the inception of the Republic. Two viral stories I'm sure most of you are familiar with: a teen accused of murder and a woman caught using a racial slur. Well, these stories are exposing the divides within the country and show the shift in how Americans process guilt, social fatigue, justice, violent crime, and social cohesion, even if that can be said to exist in the United States of 2025. Sorry for the brief interruption, but I'd like to draw your attention to some cool, new, and classic designs over on my shop. It helps the channel very much, and with a wide variety of designs, I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you'll like. Link to find them is in the description, and a very hearty thank you in advance. On April the 2nd, 2025, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, a black teen, allegedly stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf, a white teen, at a Texas track meet. Anthony claimed self-defense, but the case has obviously sparked outrage, with his family launching a Give, Send, Go campaign that has raised, as of this video's production, $516,000, with the goal now being bumped up to $600,000. The funds, initially for legal defense, are also reportedly covering a new home, security, and living expenses, among other things, moves that have fueled accusations of profiting off of the tragedy. The rhetoric on X and in fundraiser comments, well, they point to underlying rage and seething resentment. Many see Anthony's act, regardless of the facts, as a stand against a system they view as inherently anti-black. This isn't universal, of course, but it is loud, and it does suggest a shift, at least publicly, away from seeking Martin Luther King-style equality to openly embracing retribution, where white victims like Austin Metcalf become collateral damage in the broader fight. Comments on the fundraiser are replete in celebrating the act, with racial undertones that suggest an ever-present resentment. And it should be clear that this is not just about legal support, but it is about becoming a symbol of defiance, where a murder suspect is elevated to the cause célèbre. And then there is Shiloh Hendricks, a white woman who went viral just the last couple of days for using the N-word at a 5-year-old black child, allegedly over rummaging through her child's diaper bag. Obviously not the best look, yet she has also launched a Give, Send, Go campaign titled Help Me Protect My Family, raising, as of the production of this video, $277,000 and rising fast, primarily from white donors. Similarly to the Anthony fundraiser, this is about a segment of white America rallying behind someone who has finally had enough of scraping and apologizing, and has, as many have stated on social media, just had enough of antisocial behavior. What's clear is that after decades of fear of being labeled racist, the social pendulum for white America is swinging toward no longer caring about such accusations to outright defiance against said accusations.
No, we're not doing that. You're getting called a slur.
Meanwhile, Shiloh Hendricks' campaign reveals a parallel trend among some white Americans. Her supporters aren't just defending her right to speak, they're funding her as a middle finger to what they see as the overreach of establishment ideals, as well as double standards that have silenced anyone that speaks up on issues that have been made forbidden through significant social, professional, and economic penalties. And in what should be considered and understood to be a seismic shift, this reflects a broader rejection of white guilt, which once fueled support for BLM and racial reconciliation in the country. However, data from 2024 Gallup polls suggests that white Americans' concern about systemic racism has dropped 15% since 2020. The fear of being called racist, which once shaped public discourse, is fading. Instead, it's a defiant embrace of figures like Hendricks, who symbolize resistance to established norms that are seen as being applied in a grossly double standard fashion. And these cases aren't isolated. They're symptoms of a society, once again, as American society has always been, one that is fracturing along racial lines. 5 years ago, BLM's at times fiery but mostly peaceful demonstrations were very much assisted and amplified in reach by white guilt. Today, that guilt is, for many, evaporating, replaced by resentment on both sides. Black communities feel betrayed by a system they do not trust, fueling support for figures like Anthony, while white communities, feeling vilified, are rejecting the shame that once moderated racial discourse and are now rallying behind figures like Hendricks. Supporting Carmelo Anthony, accused of murder, and Shiloh Hendricks, who is accused of using racial slurs, shows just how unraveled the nation is, or maybe always has been. But let's not equate, you cannot equate these two actions, as many of the advocates posing as so-called journalists in the controlled media are attempting to do. Taking a life is a permanent, irreplaceable loss of a human being. A slur, however nasty, are just words. But I think you know which side big tech, the media, and the establishment will take, regardless. So, what do you think about this situation? Please keep it civil, but give me your ideas and opinions in the comment section below. Also, if you like the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up on the way out. Also, if you'd like to help support this channel, you can do. Ways of doing so, again, are in the description. It'd be very much appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much, and see you again soon.